What's poppin', my peeps? How's it going? Today on the Monday Challenge, I got a twofer going. I gotta shoot a music video all by myself with myself in it, and then we're gonna shoot that on the Canon C200. Let's get it going. Plan's gonna be to shoot a majority of the performance shots in here. As you can kind of see, it's just it's an empty room that we haven't really done anything with yet. I haven't quite figured out what I'm really doing with this video, if I'm being completely honest. I just kind of made this decision today that this is what I was gonna do. All right, let's get this jammer set up. I'm gonna try a few different looks in here, but I think I'm gonna stick with this blue light for a majority of it. All it is just a quasar with a blue gel on it. Then I got this quasar over here with a green gel, but I just wasn't feeling it. I kind of want a dark and moody vibe, and I like the blue, so I'm gonna use that first. Get a couple shots with that, get a couple different angles, see how that looks, and then from there, we'll move on and get some B-roll stuff. Heading down to downtown Springfield near the casino. The song that I'm doing this for is a hip-hop song, so I want to get a few urban shots for this thing. I have everything in Premiere. I have my song here. I chopped it up a bit. I'm not going to do the entire song because I didn't shoot enough stuff. Here we go. Just finished the edit, and I am extremely stoked on how this came out. So I haven't had much experience with editing RAW video before. At the old production company that I used to work for, we had the Sony A55, and we had the ability to shoot in RAW on that camera, but I didn't really edit much of that footage. And it's just crazy to actually see how much room you have to play with in post with a RAW 10-bit codec. What's even crazier for me to think is if I shot this in 24 frames, or 23.976, I think I would have had a 12-bit codec. Let me double check here. Yeah, 12-bit. I wanted to shoot all of this in 60 frames in case I wanted to slow any of it down, and I know I didn't have a lot of time to shoot this entire thing, so I couldn't get like a real-time take and a slow-mo take, which is what I usually do for music videos. Basically, an easy way to explain the bit depth, like 8-bit, 10-bit, and 12-bit, is the higher the bit depth, the more color information there is. So the more color information there is, the more colors there are, which means that there's going to be smoother gradients in between your colors. Since that's the case, it's going to be a lot easier to push your color grades, like really get a creative look that you want. I went for a very like blue and green look for this. I personally just wanted to really mess around with it, and if I hate this grade in like a week, I don't really care. The whole purpose of this challenge was to really see how far I can push this grade. And I don't even think that I pushed it that far, to be completely honest. So before I show you guys this video, which I am extremely stoked on, like it came out super dope. But before I do that, there's one thing I want to show you guys that I did. As you guys know, I was in the video and I also shot it myself. So that kind of made things a little complicated, especially because I do like a handheld look. I love a handheld look and feel, especially when the song gets more intense or like more upbeat. I love a little bit more camera shake. I like that. That's kind of my style. So when I shoot videos, I take that into consideration, you know, when it's a more heavier upbeat part of the song, I like to add camera shake while I'm there, while I'm shooting. I was in the video and the camera was on a tripod. I'm gonna have to do that in post. So I actually did, and I wanna show you guys how I did that real quick. I animated a few clips here and there with some camera shake in it in After Effects. And how I did that was I right-clicked my clip, and then I said replace with After Effects composition. But for me, I've already created that, so I'm gonna right click and hit edit original. And that will open up After Effects. It will open up After Effects when you click replace After Effects composition. Now over here are each of your compositions and each of the RAW files. Usually I would be a little bit more organized with this, and I think you should too, but for this instance, for what this project is, it doesn't really matter. Just to show you guys, all I did was I created an adjustment layer. So I did that by right-clicking, clicked New, and then Adjustment Layer. And then over in my effects panel, I searched for Wiggle Position, and then I just dragged that onto my adjustment layer. Then all I did was adjust the speed and the amount, and I was pretty much good to go. For some of the clips, I did have to scale them up a little bit, or I did have to kind of move the position, because when you add the wiggle to it, it's moving your clip around. So if your clip's right at the top of your frame, you might have to scale your clip up just a bit. Here's another clip. Here's a before. There's a little bit of a shake going on. It's probably from me bouncing around and stuff like that. But here's our after. So much more camera shake in there, and it just, I don't know, I like that look, especially for, like I said, more intense, heavier moments. All right, what do you think? Should we watch it? I think we should.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record, for the record, for the record, for the record. Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. A6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the. On record, off record, I still count wins when they got it. On record, off record, I let them take advantage. I was wildin'. On record, off record deals. Tell them talk to Colin for the quote. On record, off record, I still want the act, not the ghost.
That was so much fun to do. This was probably the most fun I've actually had, and I know I say that almost every single week, but this was, without a doubt, my favorite challenge that I've done so far. This was a twofer. This was a 2-for-1 here. I don't know if I can ever go back to not shooting in RAW now. Just seeing what this camera does in RAW is mind-blowing, because last time I rented this, I didn't shoot in RAW. I mean, this is essentially the first time I'm really dealing with RAW, and I want to be able to do it all the time. That hopefully is maybe a thing this year for me. Well, I don't know, we'll see. This camera is rad, and this is exactly why it is worth like $7,000, because it can do that, and it can produce an amazing image. So I'm just super stoked. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, smash that keyboard, subscribe if you aren't already, ring that bell, and stay hungry. Peace! I know what you're thinking. I know, Burke, aren't you supposed to be a pizza snob? Why eating Domino's? I'm hungry, it's late, there's nowhere else open, so I gotta settle. I wanted pizza, gotta settle with this. I'm gonna eat all of it and feel like after, so. Alright, peace!